Hello everyone, welcome back to the Curator Shelf. You're joining me on a cold, dry, grey day in Brussels. Actually, the sun is setting. Yep, it's already getting dark and the temperature is 7 Celsius, which is, I understand, 44 Fahrenheit. I don't know if that feels cold to you. It feels cold to me. But welcome to new subscribers and welcome back to those who already know me. This is the Curator Shelf in Brussels. So yes, I am doing a collab with Gigi over at Artocrat. It is the Yule Countdown 2022, I think that's what we're calling it. I need to check the tag again. But basically the idea is that, well, the idea began because I like to buy my own Christmas gifts, yes indeed, and wrap them in advance and then open them. But instead of opening everything on Christmas Day and then feeling really overwhelmed, Christmas Day, Yule, Solstice, whatever you want to call it, opening it in that week, that heavenly week between like the 25th and the 1st is just amazing. I don't know if anybody else feels like that. But anyway, opening gifts is just like, it can feel for me personally very overwhelming. So anyway, I was kind of like in a chat and it just like opening a gift every week on the way up to Yule just sounded so good. So yes, and I really love the solstice. I love the winter solstice, especially because it's really a big change in my head, especially when that light gets more like by mid-January, I really feel a shift. And so, yeah, I really look forward to that moment where there's like that moment where just daylight comes back again. And so what better way to celebrate it than opening a gift that I bought for myself. Now, the funny thing is, and I posted this on Instagram today, was that, you know, come join me as I open this gift, is I buy and do all of this like months sometimes in advance, so even I don't know what's in here because I completely forgot. So really, we are discovering today what's in this wrapping. So yes, so thank you for joining me everybody, and let's discover. So how do you all celebrate, either it's Christmas or Yule or whatever you want to call it, winter solstice? How do you, or if you're in the southern hemisphere and you're coming up to that summertime and the summer solstice, how do you celebrate it? What do you do? Is it barbecues in Australia, New Zealand? What about I was going to say South Africa and Southern America? I mean, what do you do around this time of year? Personally, this is the time of year where there's an excuse for me to just eat a lot and do nothing. Yeah, I really like it because in Brussels, because we have a lot of expats, it's a very expat city. Half the population leaves to go back to their member state to celebrate Christmas, being very European. And so the city is actually quite quiet. There's like a lull from about the 20th of December to like the 1st or 2nd or 5th of January. There's like a lull in the whole city for like 2 weeks. And oh my god, like what do I have here? I completely forgot. I have bought this ages ago and I completely forgot. I have this. It is the El Goliath 2nd edition. People, oh my god, I have this. You know what, now I remember. I bought this for my birthday last year, October 2021, and I felt so overwhelmed by the amount of stuff I had. I think I just rewrapped this and decided to open it for solstice this year. So it's completely packed. I mean, like, it's still in this plastic. So I didn't actually open it around my birthday, 2021. So it's been for 14 months sitting on my shelves. That's interesting, isn't it? So yes, I've had people say to me, how can you wait that long to not open something? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you know, there's some astrologers that really know their signs, and I've heard from the ones that I personally love, the astrologers that I love, the ones that, you know, have been going for 10, 15 years. They always say a Scorpio is very, very patient. I'm a Scorpio sun. Scorpio is very, very patient. We wait for our kill. We wait to go out there. So anyway, I'm now impatiently trying to open the plastic on this thing. So hold on a second while I just nearly like take out an eye or something. But yes, I've heard that like Scorpios are very patient. I think generally my temperament is that I can wait and wait and wait, and as long as I know what I'm waiting for, like as long as I know that there's something I'm intrigued, I can wait. Yeah, I can go without. So anyway, yeah, that's my Scorpio. I'm also a Virgo rising. Maybe they're also patient. Tell me if you're a Virgo sun or a Virgo rising. Are you patient too? I don't know. I find like when I put those two signs together, for me, I'm just very, yeah. I'm not gonna say I'm calm. I'm just like, I'm a lot more blasé about certain things. Like I just don't care so much. I don't know what it is in me. But anyway, I'm opening the Elgar second edition, and I am so happy to have this. Now I did order this from the guy who, sorry, the creator himself directly, of course, from his website. And his customer service was lovely, really kind, very helpful. So I'm so, yeah, it was a nice experience to buy from him. Can't remember his first name, sorry, so that's why I'm being very careful. But yeah, I did buy from him directly. So I think he only sells directly. I'm not sure if he sells on Etsy as well, which is also his shop. But I know that I've never seen his deck in an indie boutique here. Maybe it's now available. I don't know, because this was such a long time ago. I've just opened this. Wow. So yeah, I'm so excited now. Now I realize I'm so excited. Why did I wait this long? The finishing to this is superb and gorgeous. Oh my God, I love the colors. I love this. How am I going to get this open? Okay, so it opens with just lid off. It's not a magnetic thing. Oh my God, the finish to this is just beautiful. I'm having trouble getting it open though, so just bear with me. I'm so glad now that we have so many indie boutiques, so we can get stuff from there, but I don't know, perhaps this is available in a boutique. Okay, so, okay, there we go. That's how the inside looks. Got a little ribbon here. So that's the guidebook. Oh, I love this. Absolutely love this. That looks like a meaty guidebook. Okay, oops, don't want to drop that. And let's get these out. Okay, so they're individually wrapped, and it's one of those 2-case boxes. Velvet inside. Really lovely quality here. I have absolutely no idea about this cardstock, so I'm just going to discover it now. I really don't remember when I made the decision to buy this, except of course it was going to be in the summer of 2021. And the reason why I was so drawn to this deck is because I actually do like animal decks. I'm very picky which animal decks, but I do like them. Not all of them. I'm just very picky. Some work for me, some don't. Some completely bomb. And some then I just absolutely love. Okay. Oh, the cardstock. Oh, this is lovely. It's not rose petal finish, but it is matte. But it is, I'm not sure if I could call it rose petal. It doesn't have that feel and touch that, let's say, the Prisma Visions and all of those do. So I'm sorry, you're looking at the top of my head. Let me look up a bit while I try to do this. I'm just trying to open them. I didn't realize there would be so much wrapping, so bear with me while I try and open them without destroying the card accidentally, actually. Okay, so I've got this one open now as well. So open, open, open. Ooh, okay, nearly there. Okay, so these are the cards. And hopefully, I'm hoping that there's no, you know, that they're exactly, because when you have decks which have two separate compartments, sometimes there is an issue with sizing and getting it exact, but I'm hoping it's not. Okay, so can we put these together? I think we can. And yeah, they should perfectly work together. Okay, wow. So this is the deck. These are the backs. So they're not glossy, they're matte, but they've got a slight sheen. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love the black matte as well on the side. That black border. Perfect. Oh, these are gorgeous. Oh, wow, what a deck. This is stunning. This blows me away. It's so primal. That's the word that comes to mind right now, primal. And I love the greys and the whites. I didn't realize until I started working with the Tarot of the Abyss how much I like sometimes a black and white palette. Not all the time, but sometimes. It's a bit like the animal thing. Not all animal decks, but some. Just amazing, superb. Oh, this is gorgeous. This would go so well with the Tarot of the Abyss as well, actually. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, this is a real... This is like the deck that goes deep to the soul, deep to the spirit. It's very, for me, it's got personality. Like the cards are speaking to me directly, you know, like I can feel the atmosphere of the space. It's like a liminal space I can go straight into. Yeah, this is a deck that I need to study and sit with. It's that kind of deck. It's not a deck which I can just pull out and do a rush job on. So I'm looking at the cards with you also for the first time. I think I saw many years ago, a couple of years ago or something, a walkthrough from Lisa Papez with this deck. And I think at some point then I decided to get it. I'm having a day, I don't know if anybody relates to me, where I'm having a real Eight of Pentacles time. With a lot of appreciation in the weight. This is gorgeous. It's got that effect of like negatives, you know, like when we take a photo and there's that feeling of like, you know, when you have a negative. In the old days, I don't know if anybody remembers those photos, you know, the ones where we actually went to a shop and they printed off a camera roll and we actually had proper photographs on some kind of paper. You know, it reminds me of the negative film that you get. Oh, that makes me nostalgic actually when I talk about photos. I'm just remembering my parents for a second. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. This is just gorgeous, this deck. I'm sure many of you already have it. It's been around for a while. I don't know, 4 or 5 years more. It's been around for a really long time. So I'm sure many of you have it. I think it's a wonderful deck. Now, people are going to say, it's for shadow work. I don't go into that. I don't believe you need to have a dark looking deck for shadow work. It's a great deck, I think, for me to get to my instinctual, primal, earthy, that very survival instinct self, which really the animals in this deck to me convey that. Oh, beautiful. The Ten of Pentacles there with the Tree of Life. I think somehow something got stuck there. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's the other way around. 10, King. This is the Queen. And there's the Knight. Okay. There's the Page. Oh, look at that beautiful mandala on his head. Yeah, this is a very special deck. This kind of reminds me a little bit. It's not the same artwork or anything like that, but of the Wildwood, because in the Wildwood there's some nature scenes which are again very natural, you know, and I love stuff like that. But this is very raw, this deck. Oh wow, this is the 5 prickly. This is a very I think for me this is a very raw deck. It's not pretty. It's not what I would call, you know, the pretty aesthetic or anything like that. It's very sharp and it cuts straight through. I think it's going to give some very direct messages when I need to hear them. I think it's kind of like a really deep deck, and I'm really interested in having a look at the guidebook. I'm whizzing through these. I'm sorry, I'm whizzing through them so fast. I want to keep this video really just spot on, and the fact that Now, this was the one which really puzzled me, this card. So I just need to look at that again. Oh, wow. Hang on a second. This is the Three of... Wow. So I'm guessing that's a human heart? I need to find out. Yeah. Oh. Oh, Scorpio. I like this. Oh, look at that. My little Scorpio heart likes this. Oh, yeah. This is an inch. Oh. She's going to eat her own. Yeah, this is a deck that's deep. And I know it sounds awful to say this, but I'm so glad I still don't have the Brady Tarot. Not because because I think I would love both. And I don't think I could dedicate time right now to both. So I need one to sit with. Then I might get the Brady Tarot in the future. Hopefully it's still around. I'd like to get the Brady Tarot. Do you have the Brady Tarot too? If you do, I'd love to know. If you have this deck, other animal decks, I'd just like to know, like, you know, how have you found your relationship with it? When do you use it? When does it go deep into its core? This is like my, I don't want to call it the unicorn deck because I have it, but it's kind of like my elusive, it's going to mess with my head, this deck. Oh, I love conifers. Nature, the seed of life. This must be an extra card. These are extra cards. Oh, this is beautiful. So yeah, wow. I forgot I had this deck. Can you believe that? Oh my God, the shadow self. I forgot I had this deck. This is such a cool deck. So grateful I've got it. And just, you know, like to just discover a gem that's always been on my shelf, but I just, yes and no. See, this is why sometimes it's good to wait, because we realize we had a gem all along. I don't need to go out and buy anything, you know, I've had a gem all along. So what was the card that really got me thinking? It was the Two of Swords. So I'm trying to be careful here with the camera. Two of Swords. This was it. So let's get the guidebook out. That card has always intrigued me. Okay, so it's a full guidebook if anybody's interested. This way around. Okay. Two of Swords. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay. The Blind Seal. So they all have like a key, not just key, like keywords. Yeah, key sentences. Keywords: blind to the truth, denying true feelings, hiding distress, keeping others separate from yourself, feeling afraid to act, refusing to decide, self-denial, putting up barriers, stuck, indecision, not seeing things as they truly are, only seeing things as you would like them to be, defensive behavior, blocking out things, unwilling to make a choice, isolating yourself away from others. And then it has a full description here. In this slightly gruesome depiction of the Two of Swords, we see a female seal, quite a social animal that has swum far out into this dark sea at night, with only the crescent moon lighting her way. She holds two sharp swords across her chest in defensive and self-protective position, both pointing towards or outwards outwards from her. Her eyeballs are missing from their sockets and instead replaced with two candlesticks, both of which are lit and pointing outwards, metaphorically meaning she is lighting her own way, yet not allowing herself to see what is really there, only seeing what she wants to see. This is in reference to the fact that the eyes are useless if the mind is blind. And then it goes into more about the Two of Swords. There's just so much here. The key words reverse: drop your guard and let yourself be vulnerable with others. Stop controlling things to control the outcome all the time. Take off your blinkers and see things straight up as they really are. The time for being isolated in your cave away from the world is over, and it was unhealthy to begin with for you. I feel like that's telling me something straight out there. Actually, I was like, I needed to tell you that. I really feel like the deck was just like, it was like, I have a message for you directly, actually, sweetheart. That's what it just felt like. It was like, went straight to the core there. So you get a full photo, a full picture, and then this, it's small handwriting. I just want to warn anyone who may have visual impairment of some kind, or any challenges visually, that it is small. I want to make that clear. But I do think it is a very well thought out deck. Very, very well thought out. Understanding the cards, a message from the creator here, a very good long message. You really prelude the integration of my shadow story. What is shadow work? I mean, this is quality, independent quality work. Maybe it's not the deck for everyone. But I do think that this is a very good example of quality creation by an independent who is standing, I'm not sure if they're, so I've got to be very careful, sorry, who is making their own artwork, and really, like, you know, this is something that I'm sure they are very proud of as a product, and because it looks it and it shows this. So as an indie deck, even though, because I bought this last year, this was before people got onto the Etsy thing, the fact that here in the EU we're paying bucket loads already with taxes and postage. Etsy helps us save money because we cut out the customs charge if we go via Etsy. So if it is available for Etsy, via Etsy, and you're in Europe, in the EU, 2020, sorry, we lost the UK. But if you're in the EU, I would definitely say check out the Etsy if El Goliath is selling via that. Otherwise, you know, it's on his website. I got it from his website, so I did pay a bit of extra there. Well worth it. I have no regrets. I really need to see if this is going to be a deck for life. I don't ever make commitments. Very rarely do I make commitments like that. There are a few I have. My MJ Cullinan, like the Foraxa, I knew was for life. I think this one will be as well, but the reason is because, you know, I just want to spend some time with her. I think there's like, out of like, I don't know, 100 decks I have, there's been a few that are for life, but very rarely do I say that. So I still want to think about it with this one. But I think that I'm not getting, I'm keeping her for now. I'm keeping her for a while. Like back off if you want to buy her. But yeah, I mean, I've had such a pleasant experience opening this this deck already. Very happy, very excited actually. I think this is going to be great for my winter. Yeah, this is like a real winter soul deck, you know, really. And the other thing I just want to say is that maybe these are North American animals. I need to check everything, but I don't feel like, I don't know how to say this, but when I saw like the Brady Tarot, or when I see the Gentle Tarot, I do feel that it has a very North American vibe, which I really respect. And I celebrate, as in, like, it's beautiful. I find it very hard sometimes to connect here from Europe. I just want to be honest a little bit. Sometimes it's just, I got to cross a bridge there because, you know, it's not a culture that I have been immersed in. So I feel a little bit like I'm in a neighborhood land, which is amazing. But, you know, I just want to say that here, I feel like it's very worldly. The animals and the depictions are very worldly. I don't feel like I'm in a landscape that I would never know. You know, this could be a mountain region anywhere, you know. This could be anywhere. I don't feel like I'm in landscapes that are completely alien from me. I don't feel like, so this is the chief. I don't feel like I've got animals here that are non-native. Well, I'm sure some of them are to Europe, but I feel like sometimes with the Brady Tarot, when I saw that, I could feel a jump where I couldn't put my finger on it, but there were some animals that looked stunning. The card and the artwork is stunning, but I felt like I was peeking into somebody else's culture there. And with this, I feel like it's very worldly. Maybe I'll change my mind after a little bit of time. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel it's very, very worldly. I love the artwork, and I'm really developing a bond with black and white decks, which I never thought was part of me because I'm such a color girl. You can see with the lighting below. So, you know, El Goliath, if you're out there and you're watching this, I just want to say thank you so much for creating this. I really also want to say thank you for your customer service at the time. You know, I don't remember the whole interaction because it was so long ago, but I do remember that the creator was very helpful with questions back and forth, because I did have several about, you know, the shipping and everything, and they were very patient and helpful. So I always like to point that out when I have a very good experience with the creator, and the quality and the craftsmanship, and obviously from the guidebook I can already see that this has been a work of a labor of love. So I, you know, if there is more products coming from this creator, I really look forward to discovering them as well, because I know many of you already have this deck, but this is just my first impressions. So thank you for joining me today. Thank you, Gigi, also for teaming up with me. I haven't still seen Gigi's video, so I'm going to watch it soon. I'm going to be off now for the evening, but I am going to watch it tonight as I have my dinner. But, you know, thank you for watching and staying with me today. I hope you enjoyed my unwrapping. There will be another one next week, where I also will discover with you, what did I buy? Because I can't remember what I've been buying. So I'll be discovering it with you. But, and if you want to join along, feel free to have some decks, or maybe get your friends to, you know, gift vouchers or something, you know, say to them, here's some gift vouchers, and can you buy a deck that maybe I'm gonna love? I don't know, like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. But you know what, this is the season. Oh, this isn't the season, we should be gifting ourselves any time of the year. But I just want to say that so many of us don't have sometimes that traditional base. That's the way I'm going to put it, and I relate to that. So, you know, with the need for sometimes for me to feel that, like, yeah, you know, that value. I know it's like items, but it's just nice for me to unwrap something and celebrate it. And I think it's a really important part of my journey. So, you know, if it feels good for you, start wrapping, and then start discovering what you've got for yourself too. I hope you have a lovely week wherever you are, and I will see you soon. Take care now. Bye.